The views and opinions expressed in the Golden Boot podcast are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Golden Boot podcast as a whole.
Y'all ready to get rolling? Quiet on the set. Hey, welcome back. Another hot episode of HBCU Hour. It's your boy Pooh Bell. Got my man Ant Petty Murphy in the building. What's good, my boy?
What's happening with you, bro?
Not much. I'm trying to get my height right, man. I'm all in my name and my lip and all that. Man, but listen, we got a fire show tonight. We get to talk about all these great games this weekend. It's some good ones. But let me tell you, I must be really excited about these games. I had a dream last night, man. In this dream, my best friend, man, my brother, his name Ant too, right? I had a dream. He went to Alabama State, by the way. In my dream, I was a football player for HBCU. I don't know which one. And it was a classic. And he was getting ready to go to the game. He was like, man, I can't wait to see you out there, blah, blah, blah. So, all right. Somehow, I was running late, getting to the game. And midway through my dream, I switched from being one of the players on the team to being media. But I was running late. He was like, bro, you got to hurry up and get here, man. You missing all the good stuff. I was like, I'm on my way. I just couldn't get dressed. But as I was getting dressed, even though I had switched, I was still wearing my football uniform.
But
I don't know. Listen, it was why I don't know why, but I had that dream. Other than to say, I must be really excited for some football this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be excited when you look at these games. So yeah. I guess you was hitting that you was finna go play for Alabama A&M versus Jackson State this weekend.
I guess
you know what I mean.
I guess what I'm saying with the Gulf Coast Classic or I'm sorry, Gulf Coast Challenge. I don't know if that was it or what, but yeah, interesting. But man, we got a good one tonight. Let's go ahead and get started, man. We got a couple games. We got some guests coming on, chop it up with us. Looking forward to help us talk about some of these games. But here we go, man. You already know what it is. We already got people in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and get them, get my shout outs out. We'll holler at you too. Y'all know this. Thank you for watching. As always, as we always said, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Jay White, he been saying this all season, but he's he said it's Mainer time. Go Dogs. He gave his prediction too. A&M 35, Jackson State 17. And then G Minnie popped in his thing. Said, no, it's JSU 35, A&M 17. Gulf Coast Challenge in the Port City.
Should be a good one.
Yes, sir.
Some implications on the line.
We're going to get into it. But first, y'all know what we got to do. We got to get a shout out to our sponsors over at BetOnline. BetOnline.ag will be back in 1 minute. BetOnline.ag is your number one source for all your sports information, stats, news, and scores. Get the latest odds, lines, and player injury reports for this year's NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline is always your sports information headquarters. This season, we have you covered for all your sports wagering needs. We have everything from NBA, NFL, MLB, and NHL to golf, tennis, UFC, and boxing. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to get your betting info, including live betting options and your favorite casino and card games that you can play right from your home. Head on over to betonline.ag today or use your mobile device to get in on the action. Be sure to use the promo code BLEAV to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. Hey, we're we are back. First off, man, we talking about these games. Man, I don't know what, man.
Wrong way.
Yeah. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. Can't go too far because that light right there. Here we go. That's better. All right. We talking about these games, man. And all these games we got. First thing first, man, I do want to say rest in peace, Dick Buckus. It was announced that he passed away today. Also, man, big prayers to Morgan State, those affected, the staff, the fans, the alumni, students. It's just big prayers to them. I don't know if you saw the video of some freshmen. They were in their dorm room and SWAT came in.
Yeah.
Scary situation. It was a young man. Somebody was video recording and the young man was standing there. I don't know if he had something in his hand. They came in, he immediately dropped it. And get your hands up. He put his hands up and but it's the fact that they're there to protect, help, and stuff. But then we know the history of what goes on in this country and stuff. So it's a scary situation, man. And I just pray for all involved.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do want to say something I didn't think about, but it popped up today in conversation. It was there was a coach I spoke with today. His brother coaches at Morgan State. And he was like, I thought to reach out, but he said, I couldn't get an answer. So for however long, couple hours, he was worried about his brother. And I didn't, so I ain't necessarily think about that aspect of it. So yeah.
Yeah, the family's involved also, man. That's a lot of people not thinking about them in this situation.
Right. But yeah, man, thoughts and prayers to them. The homecoming game has been postponed. Homecoming celebration stuff, all that, the events and stuff have been canceled. So like I said, thoughts and prayers for them. They're gonna be all right. Morgan gonna be all right. They're gonna bounce back. So but man, let's get out of, I don't want this to be a somber mood. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Got a special guest in the building. I'm gonna ask him what he think about a couple things. I get this game. I had this game circled for a minute.
Well, it's a big one. A lot of implications.
Let's go ahead and get to it, man. From none other than Tiger Talk 1400. My man, Zoe Phillips. Welcome back. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate you joining us. How you doing tonight, man?
What's good, fellas? What's going on, man? Glad to be on.
What's good with you, Zoe?
I know you've been on a radio run, a show run this week. Everybody want to talk to the 1400, want to talk to the Jackson State people. Talk to the people? Is that right?
It works.
But man, listen, I got to playing with AI today. Not Allen Iverson. I was like, I like it. This look like a good matchup. Them Bulldogs versus them Tigers. Man,
hey, I roll with it.
Let's talk about this matchup. So the last 2 years, this game has been in Mobile for the Gulf Coast Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I know before that it's been, in Jackson, it's been in Normal or Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 times they beat y'all at home, y'all went back, beat them at home, left the little scooter, the pink scooter on the field. This rivalry has been brewing, man. Tell me about this, man. How you feeling about this weekend?
I feel good about it. And believe it or not, actually, even going back prior to that, I go back to actually being there in Huntsville when we actually clinched in 07, when we had to it was a de facto division championship game to actually go to the SWAC championship game. When we actually beat them on the last possession to actually go to the SWAC championship game, and we won it in 07. But then even after that, I look at another game where we're in Huntsville again, clinching in, I believe, whether it was 2012 or 2013. I believe it was 2013. We went to the SWAC championship game. Traditionally, when we played them, the game has always been close. Whether both teams are good, both teams are bad, or one team is good and the other team is struggling. The game has always traditionally been close. And believe it or not, I stated that last night that with so many question marks on our end, but also, believe it or not, with the style of play that both teams have, I still expect the same thing with this particular game. I actually predicted us to win this game, but I said I think whoever wins, either or, I picked the game to be 7 points or less. Style of play is going to be big. Both teams are going to be physical. Both teams have good running backs. Contrary to some people, they may think, and I can kind of see it, where some people may say they feel quarterback play could come into question for both teams. But I would give our defense the edge. Statistically, in conference standing, they're a little bit better than us. But the only reason for that is because you got to factor in the Texas State game.
Right.
You take that Texas State game away, statistically, we're the better defense. But they're right there behind us. But then when it comes to offense, you know what I'm saying, we're the second best offense in the conference. So we match up pretty evenly well with them. I gotta admit that I give high praise to Coach Manny. He's a really good coach, and also their OC. Dwayne Taylor's a good coach.
Yeah,
has a good scheme, good concept of things, and it's the second year with a good nucleus of guys that they brought back from last year. Because again, I don't think people talk enough about the number of transfers they brought in last year, and they retained a good number of those guys, and they're back for this season. So, and their schedule has actually lined up the beginning of it to go on a run, to set them up for the rest of the season as well. So this is a pivotal game. It's a de facto playoff game in a sense, because
it really is.
The winner of this
really is
controls their destiny. The loser, pretty much, they're out of the running for any type of postseason or even championship running.
Yeah. I want to ask this because it's something. Let me go back. We had you on in the summer, and we talked about when we talked about quarterbacks and stuff. He was like, "There's no quarterback in the SWAC that's scary," and I'm pretty sure, honestly, it's probably still that same situation. But at the time, the threats that we thought would be, Musa,
Body.
I don't know, Body, and maybe that may be it. Now you look at it and you've got Quincy Casey, former Tiger, taking over and has been looking efficient, been looking sharp. Coach Taylor said on Monday he has a really good grasp of the offense. Again, I'm sure it's not necessarily a fear of him, but what are you seeing in him now that wasn't necessarily there before?
Well, the main thing is the obvious thing, and that is he's calm. He looks as if he knows what he's doing, to echo the coach, because it's not about talk. You see it. You see confidence. You see confidence, not so much in an arrogance like I'm just this elite player, but a confidence in I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I know the offense. I know what's required of me, and I can master what's required of me. I actually watched the Pine Bluff game last week, and he looked the part. And you can see a little bit of growth from when he was at JSU to where he's at now. Again, just like anything with any young quarterback, is getting reps and getting the opportunity. And again, no matter I always say this in college ball, no matter who you're playing, you show what you show. And he's got 2 good games on film. No matter who the opponent is, you can't take that away from him.
Right.
So it'll be a little bit of hate that you sit there and say, oh, they haven't played anybody. He just looked good because of this. You have to take everything at face value. And he's looked the part. And
it's hard to complete 90% on air. So or whatever percentage is on air. So
at practice. And so the fact that he did it, but he looked the part in doing it. It wasn't flukish, I guess you could say what I'm trying to get to. Yeah. So, but he does look a whole lot better. But one thing to it, though, is that, one thing that makes me feel better about playing them with him at the quarterback is that we're familiar with him. And familiar with those nuances. But again, we still got to come ready to play. We still got to defend him, because, again, even though we're familiar with him, he's still not the same quarterback now as he was at JSU. And we have to prepare for that as well.
What concerns you whenever you look at this game? What does A&M do well, or your weakness that they might exploit are you concerned about?
Well, I'm going to be honest. As a play on words, you say our weakness that they can exploit. Our weakness that can get exploited is not the other team exploiting it.
Okay, so y'all gonna beat yourselves?
No.
Self-inflicted.
At all. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying
I'm trying not to say self-inflicted.
No. Not even saying that. See, our biggest issue, our biggest weakness, in my opinion, is tackling.
Oh, okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's not a matter of them; it's on us. Because tackling is like rebounding. You got to just have some want to. It's not oh man, you just a skillful tackler. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's because in the thing, like in our wins, because so far our weaknesses are obvious. They're glaring. Whenever we've lost, special teams play was horrendous, and we were horrible tackling. But then the games that we won, we tackled great, and special teams wasn't an issue. So to answer your question, that's why I'm saying it's not so much what they'll exploit. It's a matter of how we'll exploit ourselves.
Yeah, I got you.
We got to be able to tackle, because if we tackle bad and the special teams doesn't come to play, we know what the end result is going to be. And also, this will be the 6th game of the season. Well, so far, we've won, lost, and then won again. So, now the thing is to try to see if we can win back-to-back for the first time this season.
You actually said, I actually thought when you said tackling, I actually was thinking something else, but you did kind of mention special teams, and it's not necessarily a and we kind of got answers a little bit to it. It's not necessarily a weakness because y'all are just bad at special teams. I found out, and Coach Taylor talked about it, the injuries to the kicker and the punter, which is what led to the historic bringing in the young lady to kick, which, first of all, I loved it. I love that Coach Taylor thought outside the box to do it. But that's what I thought. And this is what I've been telling people, because I asked him about it again on Monday during the teleconference, and he said that he's going to have to check back. Those guys should be good. I asked about it because this is the thing. As balanced as A&M is, if kicking is an issue and y'all give them a short field, it can be a long day for Jackson State. And honestly, not just Jackson State, any team. Any team, realistically. But I know that, like I said, as balanced as it, and then with there's extra motivation in this game. We can't, whether you want to say it's because of, saying get back from, the last 2 years, or if you want to look at it and say because of, we talked about the implications. If A&M wins this game, they control their destiny. If y'all win, y'all can hope that, if y'all win, A&M can beat FAMU and put y'all back in it, y'all still will need FAMU to lose again, but it still will put y'all in a better position. So there's motivation in this game for a lot of things, but that's the special teams. The kicking aspect was one that really, was been playing, and nobody's really talking about it.
Well, the main thing about special teams in regards to us, is that the main thing is because special teams isn't sexy, so people really don't.
Right.
It's horrible. But if you go back to the FAMU game, G Baby, who's the actual traditional kicker, and again, it's devil in the details.
Mm-hmm.
You notice when we ran open the kickoff back, every kick that he had last season went out the back of the end zone. You can actually go to the South Carolina State game as well. He actually got injured in the South Carolina State game. But if you look at every kickoff last year, they're going through the end zone to the end zone or out the back of the end zone. So you start to see something because you see kicks coming up short. Then you actually fast forward to get injured in the Southern game. We go to another kicker, you know what I'm saying? Then he gets hurt. Then we actually use the punter to do all the kicking duties, and then he gets hurt. So I hate to say special teams because when you say special teams, it involves and evokes everything.
Everybody.
Bad. And that's not our issue. Our two biggest issues were kickoff team and punt team.
Right.
But again, because of the kicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was the main thing. But we expect to have some guys back. And we do have a surprise at kicker too. Another one. Outside of Leilani. And let me just say this too, because I know when she had her kick, a lot of people was like, "Oh, she's horrible." I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm telling y'all, she can kick.
Yeah,
she's coming off an ACL injury.
Yes,
and so just to add context to it, she was having tightness in her leg, so they held her out. You know what I'm saying? Because we've already had issues with kickers as it is, and just you know what I'm saying, be on the safe side, they held her out for the rest of the game. But I'm telling y'all,
yes,
kick.
It's
not a publicity stunt. It's not something to get to look cute. She can actually kick, dog.
Zoe, when I asked Coach Taylor about it because saying it's historic, and that same weekend we had the young lady, I forget, it was a D3 school that played safety.
Okay.
And so it was, so he was like, yeah, I saw that, and she had a pressure. She got a pressure. So on the quarterback that, in the stat book. So he was talking about, he was like, yeah, she's, he said, what people don't realize, what's her name? Leilani?
Yeah. All district.
She had 3 D3 offers.
Yeah.
3. And then I would say another funny part about it, he told us she had her own helmet and shoulder pads on campus. She said, Coach, you want me to bring I got my own helmet and shoulder pad. You want me to bring them? He was like, you got them here? She was like, yeah. So listen, I don't care who you are. I know high school men right now who don't have their own helmet and shoulder pads that they're gonna take with them to college. So I knew she was the real deal. When he said that, I was like, okay, yeah, she's the real deal. So
yeah, but she was all district,
right?
And she only missed 3 kicks last year, and 3 of them were blocked. So,
yeah, y'all got it good, man. Like I said, man, that's I love the story. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Coach Taylor for thinking outside the box with it and stuff. But we do got Jay White came in and said, I need Ken and Zoe to do a special show on Connell Manor when we hand them this L. LOL, send y'all some A&M shirts.
We don't need average and mediocre shirts.
Hey, but he did ask, he said, talk about Jason Brown.
I mean, what can I say, man? I don't have the viewpoint that everybody else has. Jason, and let me just say this. I think the play when it comes to Jason, I'm not going to say that some people's thoughts or concerns aren't warranted. That would be foolish. Right. But I will say the biggest thing that's working against Jason is who he's playing behind. Because, you come behind Shedeur Sanders, who was absolutely amazing as a freshman and sophomore, won conference 2 years in a row, and also the style of play. That matters as well. You go from when we're playing 4 and 5 wide and we're throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game to when we have a guy who's pretty much like a field general who's going to lead the troops. And the team follows behind him. He is the leader of the team. The offense believes in him. They rally behind him. And no, Jason is not throwing for 300 yards. He's not having 45, 50 attempts. But we told everybody this is going to be a run-first team. Just like I told everybody in regards to, when Savion left, I'm like, this running back room is loaded. What do y'all see? And now everybody is seeing it. But no, man, he is can he be a lot better than what he's shown? Yes, he can. But again, you are what you put on film. And again, there's still more meat on the bone with regards to the schedule where he can actually show some things. Because again, if people want to look at the South Carolina State game like it's an outlier, I mean, South Carolina State is actually, I believe, going to probably end up looking pretty decent toward the end of this season. And so, again, their defense is their defense. I mean, go figure. So, but it was the first game of the year. He looked pretty good against Southern. It didn't look so well last week. And obviously, the outliers, the FAMU game. But again, he got injured in that particular game. So, but I will say this, when it comes to however people perceive for him to look, we go look at the conference stats. Now, again, some people may say, well, hey, we don't have great quarterback play in the conference. Well, Jason is sitting number 2 in every category. I mean, but also still has less interceptions than Musa. So will he end up being the passing yardage leader in the conference? Probably not, but he'll probably finish in second. I think that Jason could hover around 2,200 yards or for the season, keep the interceptions low because he only has 2 for the season out of 5 games. So I'll take that. We just need a little bit more yardage because I think even right now with the way that he's looking, if he were to tack on seriously, just about another 80 to 100 yards per game, another pass here or there, I don't think these conversations really be had. But can he play better? Of course he could.
Yeah. And I'm gonna let you. I got to be a little petty for a minute.
Go ahead.
Y'all played 5 games, right? And I say this, y'all have actually probably played more of your harder games early in the season. Appreciate you. Ken came in and said Jason is third. So there you go.
Okay.
So in that you played, I'm just count. You got Southern, FAMU, Bethune. That's 3 SWAC teams, right?
But it's only two conference games.
Really? I was told that.
Stop it, bro.
I mean, no, people were getting on me.
Stop it, bro.
I know where this is going.
People are getting on me. Listen, I know because we got. Listen. I don't know.
Let me mute my mic.
Okay.
And just sit back and listen.
So the Southern game doesn't count as a conference game?
No.
Clutch my pearls.
Take the pearls off.
But nah, man. But seriously though, y'all did play. Even with that though, Southern is the number 1 defense in the conference. FAMU is I'm not sure where they rank, but right now they're the favorite to finish out and win. And Bethune is a hungry team, but y'all also played them without kicker.
Yeah.
Well, without the kicking, your kicking game being banged up. I'll put it like that. So I think y'all played pretty much the hardest of your schedule. I know you have other games coming up, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody else, but you played some of your, tougher games a little bit early. I don't think people should be as down on Jason Brown as, like you said, with that being said. So,
well, but again, there's still more ball to be played. And yes, we have, for all intents and purposes, at least the way the season is playing out, we played the tougher games at the front part of the window. However, SWAC play is a funny thing. Teams get up for each other. We're still the defending champs until somebody else is crowned, and people are still gearing up for Jack State because they want their lick back. As you know, we're Valley Super Bowl. That's never going to change. That game's going to be tough. I don't care what the record is.
Right.
You factor in Alabama State, though their record is one thing, their defense is salty. And they're going to get up for that game. I mean, because again, you do remember their coach saying we hope like hell we scheduled for homecoming. And what did we scheduled for homecoming?
Right.
So I mean, there's going to be something there with that. Then the Soul Bowl is the Soul Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and then I know people may just want to gloss over Texas Southern, but again, you got a head coach that's going to be playing for his job, and again, that's going to be a salty game as well. So would you probably say Jackson State's probably going to win those games? Probably so. But we still got to show up and play. Ain't nobody going to lay down for us.
I said that before. TC had a tough job, and it wasn't necessarily coaching wise. It was because everybody, they don't care who. Listen, if Big Brother beat you up and you come back, if Big Brother gone, you gonna get little brother. You don't care. You still gonna get. So
yeah,
Mike. Yeah, they was coming. Hey, I'm sorry. I ain't want to.
No,
I didn't say what I wanted to say. I didn't got my.
I was just gonna get a score prediction from him. That's all I was gonna do.
Oh, hold up! Before you do that, somebody did ask. They said, "Ask him, are they rooting for Southern this weekend? They hate us."
Man, let me tell you something.
Oh yeah, that's a tough situation right there, my boy.
I said this.
You hope they tie?
No, I'm not gonna say this. Like somebody asked me who I think will win. I said, man, look, if you go by typical tradition, man, FAMU's success at Baton Rouge is crazy. So I do believe FAMU's going to win, but if I sit there and told you, I might
who
throw
do you want to win?
Yellow hat up. I might throw my little blue and yellow hat up because I can't say the word root, but I'm gonna throw my little blue and yellow hat up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go figure that.
Yeah, you ain't gotta necessarily root for them, but you want them to win though.
You saw what I said, right? I'm gonna throw my little blue and yellow hat up.
He go, hey.
Because here's the thing, I really think, and I mean this in all sincerity, I really think if Southern were to win, it's gonna create a huge shift in the SWAC for obvious reasons. Because now FAMU would have felt like, okay, we overcome Jackson State because we finally beat them, but then now you got a loss, and now you have to be perfect. Yeah. Because now you have pressure on you. And actually, even then, it's going to add pressure to Jackson State as well. Because now it's like, okay, you control your destiny. And because I'm going to tell y'all, don't count out Bethune-Cookman. Because if Bethune-Cookman get their starting quarterback, man, they got some players. That the cupboard is not bare there. If they come out and they recruit halfway decent this offseason, man, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with next year.
Yeah, you were on here when we had Bethune. Their team is taking on that identity of Coach Wood.
Yeah, definitely.
They taking on that identity,
and
it's like
down for nobody, bro.
Nobody. Which we gonna get to. We're gonna talk about the Alabama State game. Listen. Yeah. Yes, sir. What you say? I'm just put it like this. On one side, if a certain team win, that seat, you know what I'm saying, the seat may not be, you know what I'm saying, on fire, but he gonna be standing up coaching.
The quote
Ant.
Yeah,
that boy gonna be in the film room standing up all week. He can't sit down. Let's see, getting warm.
I tell you what, that teleconference that following Monday gonna be quite interesting.
It's been interesting. It's been, and he's Coach E-Rob, man. He's such a, you know, it's like genuinely like good person, man. It's just, but it's just
definitely
tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
But man, let's go ahead and get to it, man. What you got score wise? What you thinking?
Man, I'm a roll 28-21.
Okay.
28-21. Either way.
All right.
I think we're gonna win, but I think if they were to win, I still pick the same score.
Gotcha. And what you got?
I think it's gonna be a close type game. I'm worried about the kicking situation whenever it comes to field goals and things of that nature. In a close game like that, that's really what this is finna. Either it's really finna be a glaring issue. If it is gonna be an issue, you're really gonna see it in a close game. I'm gonna say, I think Jackson State pull it out, but I think it's gonna be like 23-20 type game, something like that.
All right. If you had asked me probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I might able to say Jackson State. You know what? I take that back because what I said was I think Alabama A&M was gonna surprise people. I said I think my hot take was A&M would finish second in the East. It wasn't necessarily a slight at Jackson State. It's just that I felt like A&M had, with the return and stuff, I think they was going, what I'm saying, and I've never seen 2 years with Maynard and a bad quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna roll with A&M. I think it is gonna be close, but I think it's gonna be a little bit more scoring. I'm thinking it's gonna be like 35-27, something like that. Something like that. Because I think short field gonna play a factor. It's stuck in my head, but that's what I think. So,
well, the one thing that really got me pumped up on the game is that this game will be the first time all season where we have, well, minus kicker, everybody.
Gotcha.
And I mean everybody. We a lot of people don't know we brought 7 along slowly for obvious reasons, and got a touchdown last week. But even then, they were limiting his plays. He's going to be full go this week. Big Junior Cornish Miller missed the previous 2 games. Then you talk about got another O lineman that actually is coming back this week. We have about 6 guys that even missed last week's game and other games. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. This will be the first game where we have the full brunt of the team. So that's another reason to give me a little bit of enthusiasm. But again, I'm not necessarily worried about I'm honest, I'm not really worried about field goals. I'm really not. I'm more or less worried about kickoff.
that's what, when I say that, that's why, because even the punting situation, it was a long Coach Taylor, so he said we had to put a long snap with a punt. I was like, whoa, so knowing that it, saying it explains the Bethune game. And I'm not, and granted, I'm not saying,
Texas State too.
Yeah. So. And David Tom keeps saying, he said, like I said, this is the real game of the week for all the reasons you guys mentioned. So
definitely,
it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good one, man. But Zoe, man, appreciate you. Like I said, we didn't want to hold you up too much. Appreciate you and Ken. You know what I'm saying, and TD too, man, and Miss Rowe. Yeah, for all all the hard work y'all do, man. I may not always comment, but I do chop on, hop on and catch y'all, man. Definitely appreciate everything y'all do, man.
Hey man, look, appreciate y'all. Look, before I go, man, I want to tell you the same thing I tell everybody, man. Y'all keep up the work, keep doing the thing, and at the end of the day, man, don't worry about numbers because you never know who's watching. Right. I know a lot of times we get started, we look at, we had this many people. Don't ever do that, man. Just sit there. Keep your head down. Keep grinding. I don't care if it's 100 people. You don't know which 2 set of eyes are actually watching. There's 2 eyes that could change the game for y'all. So just keep doing the thing, man. Keep acting that grind.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Man, I'm be honest with you, though. It's funny, and I'll say this: when we first started, the goal was like, man, I love, get on, get a little following and be able to go to the games and meet these coaches and stuff. And I told somebody, I think I said it Monday, the best part of going to games now is, so I enjoy the games and stuff, but seeing like, the other people who are at the game, Miss Keisha, seeing J-Dot, BJ, I catch over him, see him and stuff. And, that's like the best part of the game for me, like to get there and see, all the rest of like the people I've met doing the HBCU side and stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
definitely, man.
I hope you're doing your thing, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you. Hey,
later.
Y'all go check them out. When y'all next time y'all airing? Is it tonight?
No, we actually air on tomorrow. So it's two separate things. KC 1400s, me and Ken and TD Rochelle. We actually do everything Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we did that on purpose as a separate entity to detach ourselves from the school, because when we do Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, that's an official arm of the school that has to be buttoned up, and we can't say some of the things that we want to say.
Understood.
So we have to kind of separate ourselves so we can be a mouthpiece for certain people and get things out there. So Tiger Talk is actually we're doing interviews now. We dropped the interview yesterday, I believe. But we'll also go live every Saturday before the game, and we do a post game every Saturday. Or if it's not too late, we'll come out on Sunday. But you can catch me and Ken, man, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern.
All right, man. Send our best to everybody, man. Appreciate you for coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Our good man, Zoe Phillips.
Yeah, right there, man.
Yes, sir.
How old is that picture though?
Which picture? Oh, I no clue. No clue. Zoe told me, he said he don't take pictures for real like that. I was like, all right, well, we'll make some work. We made it work.
Yes, sir.
Work. Man, I want to go to this next game, man. Talk about
Let's do it
for a minute. Graham versus Alcorn State. Like I said, I've been playing with AI all day. There we go. The fight, you know what I'm saying? Them, you know what I'm saying? The G-men, you know what I'm saying? Graham fam. And then you got them big bad Braves. Go ahead and talk to me.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good game, bro.
Yeah.
With the way Alcorn been clicking on offense lately with Aaron Allen, obviously that big beast they got in the backfield, and Graham struggles on defense. Kind of worries me a little bit for Graham, but I think Graham offense can score with anybody in the conference. So the main thing to me is, can Graham's defense get enough stops to win this game? They
Ed would say, man, Graham ain't dressed that clean since Coach Jackson arrived. For those of you listening on audio, we did some AI like graphics, and it's a tiger dressed up in a black and gold suit, and Edwin, you know what I'm saying, said they ain't dressed that. Boy, Southern be hating on Graham. Not just playing stuff.
Ultimately I think Graham is gonna end up winning, but I think that Alcorn gonna put on some points with the way that offense been clicking.
Yeah, I know why Southern be hating on Graham.
Well,
because they ain't got nobody to pull their bass drum around.
But
all right, man. I'm done.
Speaking of Southern though, they're gonna be rooting for Alcorn this weekend, huh?
They are. It's a lot of let's talk about this Graham Alcorn game. But you're right, that Southern is gonna be room for them. You've been saying I said this one. I've been saying all off season. I think the winner of the West comes from this game, the Graham Alcorn game. You've been saying the winner of the Graham Prairie View State Fair Classic, the winner was gonna be what you call it. So
now it looks like it's for the winner of the Bayou Classic.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah, it does. I should have hit up G. I should have hit up G. Mr. Santori was supposed to come on. We had a mix up in the schedule. But do you think Grambling has improved enough on defense to slow down the run? Or let me flip it. Has Aaron Allen improved enough to pick apart Grambling's defense?
I don't trust Grambling defense yet. I know that they didn't. Some say that they settled in last week, but I mean they still get. Chill out, man.
I got started. My bad. It would say, I want to know, do they have auditions for the bass drum puller?
Y'all act like they got combine numbers and stuff. Oh, he pulled it with a 4-3-4.
One band, one sound, one puller. But go ahead.
But yeah, man, they still gave up 23 points to Texas Southern. So I mean, how improved are they on defense?
What? Well, they gave up 20 to Prairie View, and Prairie View
That's what
was
I'm
rough.
saying.
But
But some people locally around here have been saying that they defense improved last weekend versus. Well, I guess you could say that because we
they
started
got
seeing
stopped.
we
Yeah.
started seeing some of Sunday out and some of them starting to come around, but I still worried about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right. My bad. I was checking on something. It was Adrian said, who said they settled in?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's some people from around, some news people and some writers around here was making it seem like they had, found their way defensively, like the light bulb clicked. You know what I mean? And I guess you could say that they are improving still, but it's they ain't made it to where they need to be yet, in my opinion.
I feel you. Let me see. I'm trying to think what else. With that being said, if the defense is still, not necessarily where they need to be, is Miles Crowley and his offense have enough? Or is Tony Hull enough?
So yeah, I think Grambling can score with anybody in the SWAC. I think personally. We've seen what Crowley can do with his arm. We've also seen the two-headed monster at running back with Chalk and Williams. They got weapons out wide. So I mean, I think that offense, I don't think is really gonna be a question for Grambling. It's just gonna be how many stops can you get, and can you put your offense in a position where they don't have to be perfect every drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I agree with that. I don't know keys to this game.
Slowing down. I think you got to try to slow down Aaron Allen.
Okay.
Because
try to make him be one dimensional.
Yeah, I think Howard gonna get his, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna run the ball. If you can force them to be kind of one dimensional and take away the passing game from them, slow it down and stop it from being explosive, then I think that you can I think you'll be all right. You just gotta kind of let Howard get his because he gonna get his either way.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with this. Adrian Cook said PV ain't good and TSU missing body. And now, yeah, they are missing body, and I understand that, but PV ain't good. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
Well, we got a few more games to see what they really about, but
we might find out a little something this weekend.
Yeah.
Because they got that's what I should have did. I bet that a devil AI devil with the red, I bet that'd be 5. Devil 5. But nah, so my thing is the key for Alcorn, they're gonna have to pick a struggle. They're gonna have to pick slow down that two-headed monster in the backfield, running back, or try to, slow down Crowley.
Joe Dean says Alcorn don't have a defense to stop Graham.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't see nobody stopping Graham offense.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. And it's gonna be good, man.
What you got for a score?
The last 2 weeks, Graham has won 35-23, 35-20. I think that was right. Give me jeez, man. I'm trying not to 42-27.
Okay, I was gonna say 38-27.
Okay. I think they get 42. So we'll go with that. I'm gonna hold off on because I'm still trying to see if BJ will be able to hop on. Skip past that one. So let's talk Virginia, Lynchburg at South Carolina State. It's gonna be a get right game.
It should be.
Yeah, should be. South Carolina
But
State
the way
they handle business against the Citadel.
yeah, but man,
and I know Citadel got
it could be a Norfolk situation. Playing that CIAA school, you see what happens, man. It could be. I'm not saying it will be. It should, like South Carolina State should handle business, but you can't take them CIAA schools lightly, man.
But Virginia Lynchburg ain't a CIAA.
What conference they in?
I don't know, but they're not CIAA.
I don't
think. Hold on, let me look up because I might be. I'm
thinking of Virginia Union. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. That's on me. My bad. I'm tripping.
You might be. Let me see. What conference are they? And
I don't even know.
Lord have mercy. I don't know. That ain't right. That popped up in like all kind of little code and stuff. I don't know. They NCCAA. So I still ain't seen the actual conference.
The Old Dominion Athletic Conference. The D3.
Excuse me. But yeah. So yeah, now I will say if this was
I was thinking Virginia Union. That's what I was
thinking.
If
it was Virginia Union, I would agree. But yeah, they should. This is who Delaware State got their first win against last week.
Yeah, this should be handled easily. I thought I was thinking of another team.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of another get right game, Alabama and Bethune-Cookman at Bama State.
Whew. Who gonna play quarterback for Bama State?
Who should play quarterback at Bama State?
Who is going to play quarterback?
That is the question. I'm gonna tell you what Bama State can't do. They can't come into this game, play the entire game with one quarterback, and then when you get down and need a score, bring in another quarterback. That's what they can't do.
I mean, at this point, like if you had $50 right now to go put down on the bet, who gonna play majority of the snaps against Bethune-Cookman?
I can't do an over-under. I can't do total. Oh, jeez, man.
Who you gotta pick one? Who gonna have the majority of the snaps?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You have to play Stewart. I think D Davis has his points and stuff, but you have to play Stewart. You've seen what you're getting out of D Davis right now. I think he hadn't reached his full potential. You have to put Stewart in. You literally last week, because they chose to. That's another thing. Are they going to choose to just stick with the run? Because last week they had 50 rushes as a team and only 18 passes total. Ironically, D Davis had a better passing game. He was 7 or 8. Stewart was 5 or 10. Neither one threw for more than like 40 yards. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I have no confidence in them to get their quarterback situation fixed.
Hold on, I gotta say, Edwin said, "Man, I gotta call and miss some of your conversation. You should have hung up." No, just playing.
But
yeah,
we talking about who is going to be the quarterback for Alabama State, not who should be, but who will be. And
at
at this point, if you told me you got $50, I'm putting that money on D Davis, bro. Not that he should be, but if you ask me at the end of the game, when you're looking at that box score and you looking at the snap count, who gonna have the most snaps under center? I'm gonna say D Davis.
I'm gonna put. I'm not calling for his job, a nobody job. If D Davis plays majority of his snaps and Alabama State loses, bruh, Coach Woody gonna get. He might get a contract extension before the end of the season, and somebody might get a contract shortening by the end of the season.
Ooh, I don't know if I should post that, but SWAC fan, yeah. But
I know, yeah. So SWAC fan, I'll say this. I don't agree with the first part, but I understand what you're saying, and I think you're right. It's gonna take something like that to happen. So what's good, Flex? Seeing Zach and his man, that's what we ain't announced. We supposed to do
oh yeah, give our boy Zach a shout out.
Yeah, shout out Zach, the Blue Bloods. They got what was it, picked up by Sports Center? I mean, I said Sports Center. Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, man, got that deal with Sports Illustrated now, you know.
Oh, they got some competence in the building. Hey, congrats, my boy. But yeah,
Yes, sir.
but back to this though, man. Yeah, we definitely yeah. He can't. If D Davis starts, he can't be in there long. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I wouldn't even risk it, bro. I'm not saying the young man has he's got a lot of ball left to play.
I feel like you gotta you gotta have packages for him. You know what I mean? Because he's so dynamic with the ball in his hands and running as a runner. But at the same time, if you only bring him in and let him run the ball like Taysom Hill or somebody, you know what I mean? It gets predictable. So I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring, you know what I'm saying, not make it as predictable with him being a runner, but at the same time, you can't hinder your defense and hold the rest of your team
I'm gonna
back
be honest
whenever
with
you have a quarterback who can be more open with the offense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. D Davis at quarterback, even the passes are just elongated or long handoffs because they're not running anything. But
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
a little 5-yard pass.
The offense is more opened up.
Yeah, it's like you literally running like 5-yard passes and Keyshawn making a play, or he may go long once or twice. So yeah, it's just like I said, I get it. I love Coach Rob. That team is taking on his identity. The problem is it's the defense that's taking on that identity, and the offense hadn't necessarily taken it on. But we also haven't really seen that offense or seen him give that offense a chance under a different quarterback. When Miles Crowder was in there, it made a lot of people like,
it looks so bad when you have Miles at Grambling doing what he doing. Then whenever you put in another quarterback, he start flourishing a little bit. You know what I mean? But then you still keep going back to the same quarterback. You know what I mean? It's almost like you handcuffing yourself to him and you're gonna ride or die with him.
Yeah, I agree. We gotta get this thing rolling, man. I'm way behind. I apologize. Next up, man, let's go ahead and touch on it. The game that Dr. Cavill announced is their game of the week. FAMU versus Southern.
A lot of implications.
This could, and you said it earlier, and I think actually Dr. Cavill said, and I think you echoed me. this could determine home field advantage for the SWAC championship.
Yeah, it could. If Southern wins out in the West and FAMU holds on to the East, then this game right here could be the tiebreaker as far as head-to-head matchups.
Yeah, this could be the game of the week.
Should be a good one, even though that the FAMU not bringing the band.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is the whole that. So is that true? Is that ask this? Is that strategic? Now that you have,
so.
Now that you have this,
I don't think it is. Cause they still gonna have to get judged either way, though.
Yeah, I get it, but think about it. If it's head to head,
but the judges ain't supposed to be comparing you head to head. They just supposed to be judging your performances.
Yeah, I get that. I understand, but you tell me. I'm gonna
like
be real with you.
For fan perspective, it might matter if it's head to head, but for the competition, I don't think it matters. And like he said, FAMU doesn't always come to BR.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that it's got. I mean, there's bias regardless. You're going to judge, even if you're not supposed to judge head to head. You're going to judge head to head.
I feel that.
So that's why I say that. What you thinking about this game?
I want to see that Southern defense versus what Musa is going to look like after the game he had last week. You know, we all know what happened on social media and all that. The bounce back game he has going up against.
They're gonna Miss Rozier taking up said SU didn't bring their band last year.
Oh, so they returning the favor. I got
you. Everyone said it won't hurt them. The judges only judge the performance you submit for that month. So maybe they want another week to prepare the show they're going to submit for October. That makes sense. I like that. So,
but yeah,
y'all messing it up. I just wanted to say they were scared, but y'all go ahead with your narratives.
Nah.
No, just playing.
You trying to push narratives, but yeah, I just want to see what Musa can do, how he bounced back going up against that Southern defense.
Jodine, Grambling fan said, "Let's be real, FAMU will continue the streak of beating Southern." He mad because they were talking about that bass drum. No, I'm just playing. He says they scared. Hold on. They are, but that's the excuse. But nah. All right. I was just gonna say this. I think Southern is catching them at the right time, FAMU at the right time. Coming off of, where the offense hadn't been consistent, and then your defense is playing, out of their mind. It's good. It's prime for an upset.
Would it be an upset though?
Yeah, I think it would. FAM is predicted to. All the pressure is pretty much on FAM, in my opinion. Southern can lose and still be in the West race. If FAMU lose, then they're about to,
they're still in the race.
I mean, yeah, they're still in the race, but it put a lot more pressure on you. You got Jackson State on your heels.
Except if Southern lose, it put pressure on them.
I understand, but do you see all the turmoil on the west side? I mean, on the east side, like you do on the west. As far as
I mean, you got 3 teams who could all have one loss in the conference after this weekend in the East.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's funny. Jodine said FAMU is better a better team top to bottom, and then Edwin say Jodine Mike Tyson was better than Buster Douglas top to bottom also. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I get what you're saying as far as it being an upset, but I don't really think it would be like that big of an upset.
Okay.
It wouldn't be like if it was Valley beating Southern, or, you know what I'm saying, or something like that.
That's I get what you're saying. I understand. We can move on. I think it's gonna be a closer game than people give. I think I think FAMU wins it, but
Grambling did it.
That's true. Is this the year for ending streaks? FAMU did it.
Grambling did it.
This could be.
That'll make things very interesting.
Very, very interesting. This another game that my mindset was a lot different a month or two ago. But Howard versus Northwestern. Oh, we didn't do score predictions. You want to do score predictions for FAMU?
It's the year for ending streaks, right? So why not? Southern 24, FAMU 21.
Ooh. Give me FAMU. I'm gonna say 24-17. 24-17. I think Southern defense is good. My question gonna be, will Blood have a repeat performance? So
yeah, that's true. That's true, because he had, but man, I think they got a lot around him too, though, the way he ain't gonna have to be that perfect, but he would. You ain't gonna do that again, bro.
Yeah. Let's go to like I said, we're going to Howard versus Northwestern. We won't necessarily have to do a score prediction for this one, but
I just hope Howard can keep it close.
I think Howard I think Howard got a better chance. Howard didn't have as good a chance as they did if Northwestern, yes, Big Ten Northwestern. I don't think they have a good a chance if they did, maybe if they had played on week 2, week 3. But I think Howard got a chance. I give Howard probably about a 35-40% chance to win.
That's high to me. If they would have caught on week 1, I would agree with you with all the distractions going around. But about the coach getting fired and all that kind of stuff,
it's more than just that with the coach. I mean, all that stuff is it has died down. The Mel Tucker store has taken over. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned that. But I still think, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if this what you call it, but if this they finna make this interesting. Washington Commanders have been down the entire game. Chicago looked like they may get ready to blow another big lead. They were up at half. The score was 27-3. Washington just scored again, and they're about to go for 2. The score is 30-20 right now. Washington finna go for 2, and it's 10 minutes left in the fourth. By the way, Eric Bieniemy is the offense coordinator for the Commanders.
Yeah, and the Chiefs don't look the same.
They don't. But back to this game.
But yeah, I just thought that I just think that if they would have caught on week 1, they would have had a much better shot. I think they can maybe still keep it close, but I think Northwestern win by like 17-21, something like that.
All right.
I don't know the score, but
yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think this is probably like 35-20 Northwestern. Yeah, I think Howard still got a chance, but it's just, yeah. Let's stay in the MEAC, man. Next one on the list. North Carolina Central taking on Elon.
Should be a good game. I wonder how much that Campbell win took out of I almost called him Northwestern. North Carolina Central. That was a big emotional win.
Oh, by the way, the Commanders did not get the 2-point conversion, so it is a 10-point game with 10:55 left. But go ahead. My apologies for cutting you off.
Nah, you straight. But yeah, I don't know much about Elon, but I'm taking North Carolina Central.
Yeah. I'm actually, and I understand, you know what I'm saying, you say, hey, you don't know how much it took out of them. I'm actually on the fence that I'm gonna ride that same thought process that I had with Morgan when they took on Akron. With a slight change, of course. I think Central rallies behind that Campbell win. They come in this game focused and on a mission. They want to prove that, you know, despite everything that's, you know what I'm saying, the thoughts and stuff, that they are good enough to compete with any FCS school. I think Central wins this one. I know Elon's has improved as well. As I've heard Zach talk about it since he is smarter than a fifth grader when it comes to FCS football. I'm going to take Central, though. I'm going to go 38-28.
I don't know enough about Elon, so I'm gonna just say
he ruining Twitter.
Huh?
I say he's ruining Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. 35-21 Central.
Gotcha. All right. Next up, man. Delaware State versus Central Connecticut. You on mute.
I don't know nothing about Central Connecticut. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know enough about Delaware State. I got Central Connecticut.
Oh, like that, huh? I seen somebody say Delaware State might be an 0 for year for them.
No, they got one. They beat Virginia Lynchburg, and they struggled with that one last week.
Okay.
They I think it was they were losing at one point.
It's gonna be a 1 for.
I think it might be a 1 for. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's sad. It's tough.
They lost a lot to the portal after the offense coordinator passed away. The head coach was let go. They ended up losing a lot to the portal. I think the only team lost more to the portal than them was Norfolk State. And to see them competing still, shout out Dawson.
Odoms.
Yeah, Dawson Odom. So. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I don't know why I was thinking you finna say something else. We mentioned this game earlier. Mississippi Valley State versus Prairie View A&M. Fourth quarter, coach.
Yeah, I figured. Mississippi Valley versus Prairie View. Man, give me PV.
Yeah, I got somebody said I got PV by a lot. I think they lost. It was a 20-point embarrassment last year in Italy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valley is, I keep telling y'all, Valley gonna be it. It just ain't this year. They're bringing in a lot of talent, and I think it'll show up more next year. Something that Coach Hampton said that I think applies to Valley. They got to learn how to win.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not to mention Valley, PV coming off that loss to Grambling.
Big facts.
First time in 5 years.
That's what Edwin just said.
Yeah, they ain't. I feel like they gonna release some anger out on PV. I mean, Valley.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We hey, we got any more? I think I actually got all of the Power 5 games. I'm sorry. all of the
Power 5.
I mean all of the FCS D1 games. No, I didn't. I didn't put Tennessee State on here. They may be on a bye though. Let me check on that.
Yeah, I think Kelly right about that. Kelly Flick say Valley might find Owen this year. Yeah. I hate it for Coach Wade, but it's a tough situation he walked into.
Yeah. I think, and I do. He did walk into a tough situation. I do want to say that the cover's not bare, but it ain't nothing but some crackers in that thing. So
yeah.
Tennessee State, and let me rephrase that because the way I just said that, in context matters. Somebody clip that and be like, he said number white folks there. That's not what I mean. It ain't nothing but like graham crackers in there. How I put it like that.
I ain't even think about it like that, man.
I just I just know Valley got talent, and they're building talent. It's going to take a lot, because they are. Yeah, my bad. Tennessee State versus Kennesaw State. I didn't have that one on the list.
Ooh. That might be a tough one for Tennessee State. I think Kennesaw making a move up to FBS. So it might be their last time playing.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna ride with Coach Eddie George. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with them too. I'm always pick them, but as a matter of fact, Kennesaw is not having a good year. They got one win on the season so far. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tennessee State.
Yeah. All right. Now let's move to some D2. Oh man, you know what I didn't do? I did everybody else. I didn't put up the
for Bama State Bethune
or FAMU. I gotta show y'all the edits for this. That's the Graham. This the Bethune-Cookman and Alabama State. I ain't put up the Graham Alcorn. There you go. And then you got FAMU versus Southern. It's just funny because Southern, he want to shake their hand. That's just funny to me. But here we go, man. A team who having a good year. This game, I said this game was gonna be one I was looking forward to seeing this year. Benedict versus Miles in Birmingham.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Give me Benedict.
I don't listen. Miles has improved night and day over what they were last year. Give me Benedict by 3 touchdowns. The score might be 21-3.
Yeah, my question is, how many points is Miles gonna score?
If Miles score a touchdown, that's I know we don't do more victories, but that's a more victory.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fire game, though, I think.
Yeah, Flick's got a very good point. I'm taking Benedict, but I'm watching the whole game. I'm gonna watch this and see how many points Miles put up.
The boy SWAC fan said he's gonna be there.
Okay, man, let's go.
That's a great one to go to.
Very good one. Hey, SWAC fan, I need you to take pictures and stuff and holler at us. We might have to, show them on the show and make it look real, like, courtesy of SWAC fan 100.
That's too bad.
I would say we'll pay you, but y'all ain't super chatting, so the thing gonna be empty like graham crackers. All right, nah, for real though. But yeah, that's one. Birmingham gonna be lit this weekend.
Yeah.
Tell you what else game going on. Morehouse versus Tuskegee.
Ooh.
So you got the fighting Martin Luther King Jr.'s versus Booker T. Washington's.
Give me Skegee.
Give me Skegee big. They got a rebound from last week. Skegee they ain't gonna play a lick with you. Skegee big.
Yeah.
So this next one, just simply because, yeah. Flick says, I hear Morehouse is starting a new, is starting a new quarterback. They start a new quarterback. They also will be nope, I'm tripping. I was gonna say they finna start a new coach, but that's Clark Atlanta. I ain't even put Clark. I forgot who Clark playing. I ain't even put that game up here. I don't expect nothing nice to happen to Clark. As far as their gameplay, because they starting over with a new coach, ain't mid-season.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Next up though, you got Savannah State versus Fort Valley State.
Give me Fort Valley.
I'm gonna take Fort Valley too. Fort Valley is they hadn't necessarily been as good as we thought, but they definitely have stepped up since those, since some of those losses.
They only lost one game this year, I think.
I thought they lost 2. Am I tripping? I know they just won. Hold on.
They lost to Skegee, but that's it.
Oh, that's it. Well, shoot, they didn't bounce back since that game. I thought they lost. I swear, I thought they lost 2 games. Oh man, and I believe you. I'm just trying to look and see their schedule so I can. So composite schedule, Fort Valley State. Let's look on here. Fort Valley State. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, they just handed
they beat Allen.
They gave Allen their first loss in a big way. Yep, they 4-1. They beat Clark. They beat Edward Waters. That might have been the game I was thinking about. Edward Waters game was close. It was 34-31, which Edward Waters has stepped up. They beat Kentucky State big, and they beat Allen big. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm taking Fort Valley State. They was predicted to be number 2. They might still end up though.
Yeah,
they might still end up though.
Now that game versus Benedict.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a huge one. Pause. Central State versus Albany State.
Didn't Central State have a big win last week?
Let's go find out. Let's see. Central State. No, they had a big loss. They played Miles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I knew it was a blowout. I just thought they was on the winning side.
No,
I think another one happened this week. Give me Albany State.
Yeah, give me Albany State. I'm trying to check them out, see what they looking like this year.
Kelly Flick said Albany been looking beatable though.
Yeah, but do they look beatable like
Central State beatable?
Central State can beat them beatable, or is it like?
Or they just haven't looked like you thought they was gonna look beatable? I'm still gonna go Albany.
Yeah. Hold on, let me try. I'm trying to get their schedule up so I can see. Yeah, get Central State 1-4. Let's see what Albany. Before I say that now. I put Albany up and they'll be. Oh, they 3-2. I put Albany up and Albany be 0-5. But they 3-2. So
I figured out who Clark Atlanta play.
Who?
Allen.
Yeah, I'm taking Allen. I ain't even put that game on here because of that reason. But yeah, First of all, Allen, I think they bounced
But
back.
Allen pissed off after the way they played last week.
Exactly. Here we go. Next up, Virginia State, Bowie State. Bowie just came off a loss themselves to surprise loss, Livingstone.
Yeah, upset. I think for that reason, I think they're gonna come out with a point to prove, so to speak. Give me Bowie.
Ooh, you going with Bowie for the upset? Virginia State rolling, bro. And both teams are. I could if Bowie were to win this game, I could see it. I can understand it. I just don't see Virginia State losing it.
I mean, I could. Kelly said Virginia State by 21. I don't know if it's that bad. I think Bowie keep it close.
Everyone say, "Woo, Bowie maybe in OT."
Virginia State has been rolling though, but 21 though.
Virginia State is the Benedict of their conference. They just ain't got the defense Benedict got.
Yeah, that's true. Bowie State homecoming.
What a homecoming.
For that reason, they're gonna pull it off. Well, they might lose their homecoming.
All right. Next up, man.
That boy said Virginia State by 40. Lord.
Oh, Flicks me so.
No, not Flicks. Sweet Noob 6 said.
Oh, Sweet Noob. Okay. Bad. Livingstone versus Winston-Salem State. Oh man, SWAC fans. Appreciate SWAC fan with the super chat. He say I'd send some pics from the game, but they gonna be looking at it. Hey, hold up. I will get back to it. I told you what happened in the handshake line last game with Dylan and them. They was walking by shaking hands, and the little dude on the team told Dylan he was ashy. Listen, they lost. Dylan wasn't mad about the loss. He said, "Man, that little boy called me ashy." Oh man! Ooh, what a catch! It don't count, but it was a great catch.
What's the game again, bro?
Livingstone versus Winston-Salem State. So here's the fun thing: Livingstone just upset Bowie, but Winston-Salem just lost to Lincoln, PA.
Yeah, give me the fighting Stephen Gaithers.
All right, I'll take that one. Last game that I have on the docket is Johnson C. Smith versus Shaw.
Johnson C. Smith.
I'm taking Johnson C. Smith. Shaw has kind of been roller coaster. Emotional. Let me see what they are. I think they 3-2. I think they're 3-2. I'll let you know for sure in 1 second.
Flick said Johnson C. Smith.
Yeah, I'm taking Johnson C. Smith. I don't think Shaw ain't it right now.
Shaw is 1-4.
1-4. Yeah, I've gave them way too much credit. Who they beat? They had Elizabeth City State. That's who they beat. They beat Elizabeth City State.
Johnson C. Smith 4-1.
Yeah. Which they had a loss to. I forget who they lost to. That was Elizabeth City State ain't number 1-4. So okay, yeah, that Shaw. And who would they beat? Who did Elizabeth City State beat. Well, let me tell you who they beat. They beat St. Augustine, who is 0-5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody got a money game, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like. He used to call that the bottom feeders. That's funny. Yeah. Any other notable games on the D2 level that you can think of? I didn't mention Bluefield State. I forgot who they played this week. But it was, hold on, let me go back to it.
Coach Coaxum.
They are
shout out for the deal they got too.
Oh yeah. Bluefield State plays Virginia State. That's why I didn't put it on here.
Virginia State?
Yeah. Yep, that's what they playing. Virginia State.
That's next week, bro.
Oh, they in a bye week. Then they got Virginia State then. Either way, I ain't put it on here for a specific reason. Boy, you gotta catch that.
What's the score now?
30-20. 5 minutes, 14 seconds left. It's 4th and 15. They're gonna have to, are they kicking a field goal or they punting? I think they're in field goal range. And Brian Robinson just dropped a pass. That would at least put them, giving them yeah, they're kicking a field goal. It's a 46-yarder. Let's see if he hit this. Oh, he missed it. That's game. That's pretty much game. Thanks, Chicago. I mean, yeah, I guess I can't blame Chicago. I have to blame what you call it. Let's see here. That's all I got, man. You got anything else? I know, you know what I'm saying, we had some special announcements. Bluefield State got the deal with was it HBCU go? Or
I believe so.
Shout out to again our good boy. I say good boy, our good man, affirmative action himself, Zach McKinnell and the Blue Bloods on getting the deal with Sports Illustrated. Great work as always. Sports Illustrated just got a 1,000 times better because of it. Appreciate Zoe for coming through. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. SWAC fan with them ashy pictures gonna hook us up next week. I don't know who else. I think that's about it, man. Oh, y'all do us a favor. Go back and watch. Please like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Send tips, send all that good stuff. You know.
Oh snap!
What you got?
Bluefield State do play this week.
Who are they playing? Did I overlook it?
It's the HBCU Nightly Bowl. Coach Coaxum versus Coach G.
Oh, that's who. Okay, gotcha.
I forgot about that.
Lincoln, PA versus Bluefield State. Yeah. I can't pick this game.
Me neither. But yeah, it should be a good one. It's Bluefield State homecoming. So shout out to them for homecoming.
Yeah, most definitely. You got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, that's all I got.
That is funny. You call it the HBCU Nightly Bowl.
Nah, that's what they called it last night on the show.
I know. It's just funny.
From Josh.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna let me pick the song we're gonna go out of here on tonight. All right, I know we're gonna go up out of here. You know. All right, man. Anything else we'll get up out of here?
Nah.
Yeah, my stomach's starting to talk to me. It's time to go. Like that, we out. This show was presented by betonline.ag.
Bring me my money.